A river divides Windsor, Canada from Detroit, and politics divide Windsor's own people.
There's such a division right now.
Liberal, conservative, it's divided Canada.
On one side are immigrants who say it's heaven on earth.
It's really a paradise. Paradise on earth.
Windsor is a good city. Perfect.
On the other side are angry Canadians who say their leaders are not putting them first.
We got pedophiles coming to this country, rapists, murderers, ISIS members.
Economy-wise around here, their jobs?
After letting all the immigrants in? No.
We explored this Canadian Rust Belt city to understand why some people are so angry and others are so hopeful. Windsor, like Detroit, was an auto powerhouse that lost most of its industry in the 80s and 90s.
Henry Ford started. All the auto industry started in Michigan, Detroit, Windsor. There used to be back in the 30s, I think 600 and something automotive companies in the surrounding area.
Unlike Detroit, though, its population has continued to grow because of immigration. Today, Windsor's around 60-40 white minority. 20 years ago, it was 80-20.
There's not much going on out here, to be honest. Our impression of downtown Windsor is three things. Got a lot of Indian restaurants, we got a big casino, and we got a lot of strip clubs and weed stores. So if you're coming to have a good time, get on that bridge in Detroit, roll over to Canada, girls, money, drugs, curry. We just got to Windsor. What should we know about the city?
India. That's what you mean. Not Windsor, India.
Wyandott's been overrun in the last 40 years by Arabic, but I don't want to be too slanderous on people. They're just as human as you and I are. They got to eat and poop and they have a job too, so.
Across Ontario, people told us that Windsor's people were livid about Trump and the tariffs. Yet these people were wrong. In Windsor, people told us the tariffs barely mattered because the jobs had already left.
Do you worry about the impact of tariffs on Windsor?
Windsor was dead before Trump came along. It was already dying before he came along. He's not going to help it. He's not going to make it worse. You have politicians who have put a lot of these immigrants up in the motels at taxpayers' expense. There's Canadians that don't have a job. We can't afford rent. You have these people that will come in, rent out a nice little house like this or this house over here that just sold, and they'll subdivide the house and they'll move 7 or 8 people in, putting working people like myself right out of the market. Down in the States, you guys had slavery. Up in Canada, we have a new form of slavery. It's called the Temporary Foreign Worker Program. Tim Hortons, Walmart, McDonald's, they would rather bring in a temporary foreign worker, get half the wage from the government, while the foreign workers are also getting $3,800 a month and put up in a hotel.
When higher-ups are asked, why are you doing this? Well, because Canadians don't want
They don't
work.
want these jobs.
They're not making enough money. Minimum wage is not good enough. Well, no, it's not. When you have $3,000 plus utilities, you can't afford that on minimum wage. You're going to hear passionate people, liberal, conservative, it's divided Canada.
I don't know how much you know about history. If you understand how Adolf Hitler came to power, how he came to manipulate the German people, how he was able to use the Jews as a scapegoat, it would be the exact same thing that's happening with immigration right now. They're using the same excuse. They don't want people to stand up. They don't want people to unionize. You can't speak up because if you do, you just go home. It's a temporary system anyway. We don't owe you anything. We have less overhead, less cost.
Whenever we discuss immigration and stuff like that, all of a sudden you're racist. No, we're not
Oh yeah,
racist.
you're racist just because I have a
We're
different
not
view.
racist.
No.
My family is Polish. They came from Poland. They came here. They blended in.
I'm going to ask you a question. In your opinion, what is traditional family values?
Honestly, getting married and having kids.
Then in the eyes of the liberals, you're an extremist.
I assumed those people were unusually conservative, and we didn't plan to make the story about this. Yet as we kept exploring, I realized they spoke for a lot of people here.
Why do they keep voting in the same party?
It's because it's corrupt. It's fixed. People in Canada, they just accept it, right? Time to wake up. We got pedophiles coming to this country. We got rapists, murderers. We got ISIS members. If you're so concerned about your country, then go back. You're here for a free ride. You don't work. Like, I don't got time to protest. I work 7 days a week. I believe in welfare should be workfare. You want to better your life, go to school. I got no problem with our tax dollars helping somebody change their life around. But if you want to, bleed off the system, no. Pull them off the system.
What is the tax rate like here? Like if you, for whatever, how much of your?
46 to 54%.
46 to 54%?
Yes.
Just for, I mean, like.
That's just your paycheck. And then when you go buy anything, you buy fuel, your groceries, anything, you're taxed on everything in Canada. Probably mid-70s, 80s, they decided, okay, women wanted to work. Got no problem. A lot of great workers, women and everything else. But then instead of single one-man household income that could raise a whole family and buy a new car, and now it takes 2 incomes.
Now, just a quick note about Roca News. My friends and I started this back in 2020 as a news company to deliver news in a better way without bias or fear. We deliver daily news to a couple million people every single day, and now, about a year ago, we started this page to do mini documentaries that complement the news we do elsewhere. Make sure to subscribe if you support that, and check out our news on Instagram, email, or anywhere else. Not everyone opposed immigration here. However, everyone said the economy had gotten much worse.
The culture has changed. Now, people don't want to do certain jobs. So how do you get the jobs done? You've got to bring people in. If you do it right, we don't mind at all. We like people to come over.
One reason a lot of people in the U.S. support Trump is because they've seen, the manufacturing go away. They look at places like Detroit and all the jobs left.
Who made it go away? The rich made it go away. I'm gonna go where I'm gonna get the best bang for my buck. We don't want things to last too long, so we got to use a lot more plastic. If you notice while you're driving around the city of Windsor, how bumpy the roads are, that's not because the city's poor, because they want your car to wear out. We're getting a better bang for our buck, and they don't last as long because it's a lower quality. When I was young, it was, downturn in the economy. Oh, I guess I'm not a roofer no more. Let's see what else is. I'll go work for this guy here. Nowadays, you can't do that.
When I was trying to get a job, every place that I went to said I didn't have experience, so I couldn't even get a starting position to even get experience. So I ended up getting a temp job and getting hired on that way.
The homelessness and the drugs. What do you think about that? Why do you think drugs are taking such a toll right now? Or do you think it hasn't actually gotten worse?
That's where all the institutions now, all the asylums and stuff, gone. They're all closed. Crazies' rights over the regular person's right. It's supposed to be even. Except it's, they've had a bad life, they're trying to escape from demons, but there's no one there to help them, and they don't have to get help. You can't make them get help no more. They have the rights.
Every Canada-born person, young, black, white, old, told us it was hard to get a job and that there was too much drugs, crime, and immigration.
Yeah, I was born here for
In your lifetime, it get better or get worse?
It got worse, for sure. With the homelessness, the fentanyl, fuck, man, it's insane now, man. Stick to yourself, you drink your fucking beer, smoke your weed, and enjoy your life, man.
Economy-wise around here, are there jobs?
No. After letting all the immigrants in, fuck no.
Our government is giving more to outsiders than their own. Loans, they get grants, and everything.
And after time, they even get a fucking car. My daughter's gonna be 4 years old February 2nd. I couldn't imagine what fucking she's gonna have to deal with.
They run the driving schools, they run the airports, they run the grocery stores. They're in position of a lot of government jobs. As soon as they come in, you could buy your citizenship out here for like dirt cheap, like $2,000. You could buy your license out here for $800 Canadian.
You serious?
I'm dead serious. I told the driving instructor, I said, yo, listen,
what the fuck?
I don't want to go to school or nothing. How much would it cost me? He said $900 cash. $20 for a prostitute out here is crazy.
So 20. So you
probably cheaper.
So you said so $20 for prostitute,
Yo, listen,
$900 for a license.
Girl knew I was 100% gay. She told me straight up. I said, how much for your time? She's like, listen.
She said $500.
Give me $20 in fentanyl and $20 cash. I'm like, is that with condoms? She's like, we don't wear condoms out here. You can't even find a hole in Montreal for that price.
No, fucking with some one girl the one day. He said, what's the price for your pussy? She said $500. We got her down to $5.
You'll never see that in Toronto. You'll never see that anywhere, just here.
You want to check out a place in Windsor, and trust me, just be careful. Go to Glengarry. Look up Water Road. You'll know what it's about. That's a homeless encampment that used to be, as far as I know, I think you went swimming there as a kid. Yeah, I went there swimming there as a kid. Now they're cementing the fucking pool that you used to swim in to provide all this bullshit for the drug addicts that are just making this shit worse for people,
So Windsor, like every Canadian city we've been to, has an obligatory fent block right downtown where people can sit here and openly take fentanyl, where they're screaming, where they're shooting up, where they're crying. In the center of downtown. It's in every single Canadian city we've seen. Windsor is no different from the rest.
Downtown Windsor, you might see a few zombie people, but they're just hiding.
Yeah,
they're walking like this.
Yeah,
go
the fent
Go down Olay.
It's the drugs and stuff that make the city shitty.
A lack of housing.
Yeah.
The pricing's going up like the state or like
unemployment
right now for fucking
Windsor
renting.
has the highest unemployment rate
probably in Canada.
So far, just heard high housing costs, not enough housing, drugs, and unemployment.
Yeah.
Scenery's good.
Oh, city's nice. Wonderful.
When did this become a thing? The encampments, the whatever?
COVID. Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah, pretty much. COVID, everyone started doing drugs. I got sober, but everyone else was doing drugs.
Once the government started like the heavy immigration where we were bringing in like 500,000 people a month and shit, that's kind of when housing went up and job market crashed.
Why do you think they're doing that, letting everyone in?
Because we're Canada, we're peace treaty fucking bullshit.
We're too nice.
Everyone else gets treated better than the Canadians.
We're known as the peacekeepers, and like, I'm all for it. I love everybody. They're afraid of being called misogynistic or not understanding or homophobic or racist, whatever the situation is. Nobody wants to step out and be the first person to be like, hey, this is an issue that we all live together. We all gotta fucking figure this out today. That's not only an immigration thing, but like sexuality, mentality, all of that. I feel like people are taking an inch and running a mile with everything.
People do some wild things out here. Like I'm still in trouble and I'm still gotta go through this shit. Like they're not gangster or nothing, but they got bear mace and that's what we run around with. Bloomfield is all where all the African kids are. We're all like
African immigrant kids?
Yeah, this is the West End is our side. All those broken houses, abandoned houses.
When you say black people, you mean like Canadian born or immigrant?
Take a look over there. Like those type of people, you know? Those people are from Bahamas.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. They moved here and they get paid. They just get paid to live here. Our taxes will go to some people like over there too. Like they just made brand new houses for those little kids over there. Like a whole new park. You gotta talk to a real immigrant about that.
We kept hearing the immigrants were getting money and free housing from the government. We wanted to know if that was true, so we set off for the immigrant neighborhood.
What country are you from?
I'm from Africa, Somalia. I was 10 years. Yeah, I come to Windsor. Yeah, it's a nice city and it's a beautiful city, but small town.
Your family came all the way to Canada, right? Because there's so much opportunity.
Yeah.
And yet you have so many people here, you know, who are homeless, who are on drugs. Why do you think they're like that?
They will get money, they finish all money to do cracks because they don't think what's gonna happen next, after what's gonna happen before you do cracks.
To you, what does it mean to be Canadian? Like, what values do you think Canadians have?
I'm happy for it to become Canadian, and they have a nice people and nice government, and how they help us so much. Canadian government, they bring us here in Windsor. Yeah, they give us their room for free, and they pay us some little money to buy some snack, food, some lunch. Yeah, they help us very much.
So how old were you when you came from Nigeria to here?
Like 5.
How's Canada?
I actually come here because like it's like better America. It's better America like in every way. All the living, nice people. I feel like the people care a bit more. They care a bit more. In America, I think they care a bit less. Government actually provides like income for my family, benefits to like provide for like making sure my family stays stable in like tough times. I don't have the luxury in America, and that's like I feel like that's kind of evil.
Do you identify more as Nigerian or more as Canadian?
I identify as Nigerian, but I know I'm Canadian.
In our conversations, the native and immigrant-born perspectives were diametrically opposed. To Canada-born people, things had fallen apart. To immigrants, this was heaven on earth.
On YouTube.
Where are you guys from?
From Windsor.
You're from Syria. You're born in Windsor.
No, I'm born in Syria, but I live in Windsor. Windsor is a good city. It's nice, and it's like beautiful. That's it. Perfect.
How long have you lived in Windsor?
Around 3 years.
How do you feel coming to Canada, becoming a Canadian?
Yeah, I feel like Canada is really a paradise. It's paradise on earth. I love Canada.
Why'd you choose Canada as opposed to, say, the US or any other country you go to?
If you compare US and Canada, there's a lot of crime in US. But here is absolutely safe city. Every city is safe city. And Windsor is is better than all other cities because of the affordability, and it's good for the environment, for the kids.
One thing we kept hearing off camera was that Canadians were angry about pro-Gaza or anti-Israel protests. And then before we left, we passed a march on the riverfront, and this is what we saw.
What's going on here? So basically what's going on is we're walking in commemoration of Imam Hussein. Let's all go to the front. And we go out 40 days after the day of his death every year.
And you are Shia, correct?
We're all Shia Muslims. So if you are any kind of patriot, I don't care left wing, right wing, if you're a patriot, you love your country, you love standing against corruption, okay, then you would love this man. So the common denominator between all the resistance groups that are, for example, fighting for Palestine today they all love Imam Hussein.
Hamas? Or
all of them other than Hamas. We stand for everybody. It doesn't matter if they're Sunnis, Catholics, Christians, okay? We stand with everybody. So when the people in Gaza got decimated, the only people that stood for them are the Shias.
The Houthis, I'm from the U.S., right? Like a lot of people in the U.S. think all these terrorist groups, the whole thing.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, I don't think they're terrorists whatsoever, right? I think straightforward, right? You just look at them, and if you look at their doctrines, you look at what they believe in, you look at the actual literature, you see that these groups are just resistance groups, and they just resist whatever oppression that they were dealing with.
What do you think the fate will be of Israel?
Oh, Israel is not gonna exist in 5 years.
They just handed us the Joining Islam pamphlet and the Joining Islam water. Just need that Joining Islam milkshake and I'm halfway there.
Now, we shoot these videos all over, but what we saw in Windsor was unique. It was a deep sense of disillusionment and anger. It struck me as the reaction of people who had seen their worlds change, voiced concerns, and been ignored, either being called racist or backwards. I couldn't help but think that for the sake of Canada, which everyone we spoke to, both native and immigrant, said they loved, even those who disagree should sit down and listen to the locals of Windsor.
Canada is a great place. It's also a shitty place, but life is what you make it, right? It's like Joe Dirt. Life's a garden, you gotta dig it, right? So.
Thank you for watching this video. We have a few more Canada series videos coming out. We're also in the UK. We've also got some stuff coming out from Appalachia and Florida in the US. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching.